Sanwa and Vaslali, welcome back to my channel. The point of this video is just to share with you the few things. Okay, so these are essentially things that I've learned over the years. Obviously, every year there's something new that you learn and you refine and you recheck and you readjust. So yeah, so these are things that I've learned over the years. It's not just these things, but these are the main ones that I could think of right now that I can share with you guys. Hopefully it's useful to you as well, which is why I'm sharing. And you take it and you make use of it. And yeah, anyways, the first thing that I'm gonna start with is choose your battles. Choose your battles. Ndase, not everything is worth the fights. Like, it's literally not worth it sometimes. I think because this for me is such a huge, I mean, I know it's something that it's been there, it's not like it's a new idea. It's something that has existed, it's a phrase that has existed for the longest time, but I've only realized it over the last couple of years because I have a personality of someone who likes to confront things. I like to address things. I like to confront things. I like to, I'm always at the forefront of things. I'm always at the forefront of things. And you know what? I realized that sometimes it's just not worth it. Like, sometimes when you fight, you actually make things worse. When you question things, sometimes there's no positive outcome that could come out of that. Yes, some battles are worth it. This is not me saying and be complacent, and no, this is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying for someone who is like me, right, who is always like sometimes it's not worth it, my babe. It really isn't. Like, it really isn't. And I think obviously kuzoya ngomuntu nomuntu ukuthi evaluate and which battle is worth it and which one is not. And that's obviously you're gonna assess, how are you feeling? Is this really worth me confronting it? What are the possible outcomes of this? Is this gonna change anything? Is this gonna add value to my life in any way? Is this going to drain me? Is this, like, there's so many things that you have to look at before deciding if something is worth fighting for or not. And yeah, but this is especially more for people who are always that's for those people. But for the people on the opposite side of the spectrum, I'm not sure if you should take this. Yeah, I'm not sure, because I feel like, yeah, those people sometimes, a lot of the times, they need to show up more than they step back. So yeah, that's the first. The second thing is things will eventually align. I am very much goal orientated, and so I always have something that I want to accomplish all the time. And sometimes things don't work out the way that we want them to. Things just simply don't work out the way that we had planned them to. Things don't work out the way that we would like them to work out. And I think when you have been trying so hard to get something or trying so hard to work on something, and it's not happening, like it's just refusing, you get so frustrated and maybe sometimes even resentful, or start questioning yourself, your abilities, your skills, and you just think that, why are things not hlanganering? Why are things not coming together? Because you put in so much hard work. And I'm just here to tell you that things will eventually align. Just keep at it, keep going, be patient. What is meant for you will come to you. What is rightfully yours will not be delivered kama kelwane. It will have the right address. It won't go next door. It will definitely come to you. So things will eventually align. Just keep working. as hard as it may be sometimes, and as frustrating as it may be when things don't work out right now, because we want things to work out right now. And mesangenzeki lokho nje siba uncertain, we become doubtful of God, of ourselves, of the process. We don't trust the process. And yeah, just keep at it. Your journey might be longer, but you will definitely conquer. Number 3, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable in situations. And for me, this is applicable to all spheres of life. Actually, everything that I've learned is applicable to all spheres of life. As you know, I'm a wholesome babe. I like touching on every aspect of my life, so that be your spiritual one, your emotional side, your mental side, your academics, your finances, your career, your social life. Every single thing, this is applicable to that, all the things that I'm mentioning. So with don't get too comfortable, I mean don't get to a place in whatever it is where you get too comfortable. Get comfortable, yes, but don't get too comfortable. When you get too comfortable, there's no growth, right? Sometimes you become very much robotic in how you move and how you do things. Put in the work, try spice things up a little bit, find new opportunities within whatever it is that you are in to learn, to grow. Find other ways to develop yourself, to learn, to look at things in a different way. Don't get to a place where you just do things. I wonder when you are able to do things by when you close your eyes, you can do something whilst closing your eyes. That's a very dangerous place to be in. That's a very dangerous place to be in, because things change, things evolve. And if you are not trying to evolve as well, and you're not trying to keep up with the times, uzosala. 4, live your life to the fullest. I was someone who was very yeah, I think that's the best way to use it. Like, and but as in, I did not want to move. Like, I used to do things a certain way. There are things that I didn't do, and I had no reason to not do them. Things like going to concerts, which is funny because I'm a lover of music. That should be a place I should be at. Okay, not all the time, not all the time, but at least once or twice a year. Yeah, but I used to never do those things because I felt like they were not going to help me in any way. And I think throughout my varsity career, I have allowed myself to be open to new experiences. I have allowed myself to be open to trying out things that maybe I wanted, but because I had this crazy idea of what things should be, I never explored it. I never wanted to try it out. It's also things that I never thought I could even try, or things that I didn't think would interest me. Hiking, for instance. I was like, hiking is for white people. Crazy business. Crazy. But I was tricked once by a group of the people I was in a scholarship with to go hiking. And I didn't know I was going hiking, and I did on that day. And I've never looked back. The way I love hiking so much, the way hiking has had an impact not only on my physical health, but on other spheres of my life as well. Like, it's amazing. It's so amazing how much you can get out of just one activity that has a ripple effect or a snowball effect on the rest of the things in your life. Like, I love hiking so much. So things like that, like, be open, live your life to the fullest. Yes, we should be serious with life. We should be, chasing our goals, of which, I am. We should be making sure that we are independent and we are stable in life, but we should also, in the same breath, try to live our lives to the fullest, and enjoy life, be in the moment. Even if it's like once a month, you are gonna go to the beach, just to relax, chill, not do anything hectic. You will see how refreshing that is. How when you come back, you feel so relaxed. You feel like, okay, okay, not a new person. Ihaba. Ihaba. Maybe it's because I love the beach so much that I feel like every time I come through there, I don't know, man. There's just something about the waves and the water and the noise that it makes that just makes me feel like I'm a new person. It just makes me feel like I'm a new person. But things like that will just you take your mind away from things that are maybe frustrating you, or there's a problem that you're trying to solve and you're not getting it. Like when you spend time away from that for just a little bit, and you see what's in when you come back, because your mind was so clogged. Number 5 is to embrace change. We are constantly evolving, right? We are constantly changing. And as I said in one of the points, I said that we keep with the times. Sometimes you need to keep it with yourself, keep up with yourself. We change, I know for myself, I'm not the person. I think for the longest time, I tried to hold on to the Balisa I was in high school and in primary. I tried to hold on to that identity, to the ideas that she held dear to her heart so much, the way that she did things, and those things were not working out for me anymore because I was no longer the same person in varsity as I was in high school. And the way that I did things in high school were no longer working out for me in varsity. So I had to figure out you don't change. I mean, core values will always be the same, but there's just certain things about you that change, sometimes even changes or alters your personality. There are things that you liked before that you no longer like now. And it's so important to embrace that, embrace the change, embrace the person that you are becoming, the person that you are evolving, because you can see what interests you, what are you passionate in, or your new strengths. You get to explore other things that you never got to explore. And when you work at that, you are working at a very much advantage, because whatever it is that you do will be aligned with the person that you are, right? And the person that you're becoming, and not held on to the person that you were back then. So embrace yourself, accept, the new self. Point number 5 is declutter. Decluttering is, I think my mom the other day, it was very random. She'd come to Ekaya. My mom doesn't stay at home where I call my home, right? So she came over, she was visiting, she came in Tambam to sleep over, because I think was I leaving the next day? Yeah, I was leaving the next day to come back to Cape Town. And my wardrobe, in my wardrobe, I was taking out things that I no longer, because I was, finalizing my packing, and she wanted something to sleep in, right? So I went into the wardrobe, because we share a wardrobe, Wasekaya, both of us, because both of us don't even stay there. But we spend, if we're not in our own places, we spend majority of the time at home. So we have like a wardrobe with our things in there. And she wanted something, so I was trying to take her sleepwear for her. But man, wardrobe, I'm realizing there's so many things in this wardrobe that we no longer even use. Like, we no longer wear. There are things that I have spent the whole year not wearing. So I was like, I took out the things that she wanted, and I took out other things as well, because I was like, we don't no longer use this. I'm no longer going to use this. So I was giving some of my stuff to my cousins, and the other stuff I was like, Baba Itata, because Gasekaya, there is abo auntie that come and give you guys like indishi, which is called, I guess, is it a basin? Yeah, it's a basin. They give you a basin and baskets, that are made out of plastic, in exchange for clothes, secondhand clothes, clothes that you no longer wear, but that are still in good shape. So I was like, okay, these are the things that I can give Lapo Mama when they come and they pass by, or my cousins can take some of the stuff that I no longer they would like. And my mom was like, you, this child, here she goes again, like giving away stuff. Why is it that she give away stuff? Like, I don't even want to buy you stuff. Like, go back, we are pisana. When Anjalo, every chance you get, and I'm just like, because we are opposites. My mom is a hoarder. Like, my mom will hold on to something. Her wardrobe, like that wardrobe is full of her stuff. Many of the stuff she doesn't even wear. She hasn't worn in years, but she'll hold on to it because in her head, one day I'll wear it. One day, like, and no, one day, engasoze yafika. Or mhlambe into yadabuka, and she's saying, one day I'll fix it. One day. I'm like, you've been one daying for years now, girl. Like, when is this one day gonna come? So we are polar opposites in that she's a hoarder, and if I no longer use something, I don't see the reason of keeping it. So I declutter wardrobe. I'm that person. I will go through my wardrobe and I'll take out things that I no longer need. I'll look at my spaces, my surroundings. If there are stuff that I no longer make use of, or things that I don't find the need to keep anymore because I don't use them or they don't add any value anymore, then I give it away. If not give away, I just throw it in a bin. And that goes also to other things like ideologies that you have, or concepts that you have, or things that you have in your mind that you are holding on to so badly because for years you've been trying to, I don't know, understand it or trying to get at it. There are just things that we keep in our mind, ideas that no longer serve us, that just no longer serve us. But we see bambeleleke manje ke kule yini le text kabe to force it mahlalisane. Kodwa usubambeleleke kulo masihlalisaneke osuzoba isiyaya, uyawubona ukuthi uphelile unganoma yinini, but nje usabambelele because unenkani. Ubambelele because ucabanga ukuthi mhlambe ngelinye ilanga izokusiza. No, let go. Let go. Sometimes it's not even a matter of you letting go forever. It's maybe you letting go at least for this season, for your mind to be refreshed, for your mind to be lighter, for your mind to then also be more productive. Because the minute you let go of stuff, you become lighter. Whether that's you removing clothes, whether that's you letting go of ideologies that no longer serve you, of what things could be, if you let go of those things, you will see how productive you start becoming because you operate from a very light space. And then there's also letting go of people who no longer add value to your life, people who no longer serve you, relationships that are toxic. I think sometimes we use toxic word very loosely. I think sometimes there are those relationships that they drain you. They just drain you. And it's not because umuntu uwenze into engaka that is so huge and whatever, and now you don't want to let go because you feel like the drain is not reason enough. It's not a reason enough to substantiate why you no longer want that person in your life. And I think that you should, I do that. if I feel like for the longest time I've been drained, even if umuntu alright, like they are the most good-hearted human beings, but you just feel drained, you feel tired, you feel less of yourself, you are maybe trying even too hard, or you're the only one trying to make the relationship work, or maybe they are trying too hard and you just don't feel like there's a connection. Shia pansi. Then the last one is respect yourself. When you respect yourself, you hold yourself in a very high regard. I value respect. There's nothing I value more than respect. I value respect more than love. I value respect more than love. I don't know if it's because lang kona inhlonipho ibekwa phambili before anything else. So I value respect. So obviously respecting myself should also be first nature to me. Like it shouldn't even be second nature, it should be first nature. So respecting myself means holding myself in a very high regard. There are things that you will not tolerate when you respect yourself because you value yourself so much. There are spaces in which you will not put yourself in because you understand your value. There are things you will not partake in because you understand who you are and you hold yourself at a very high regard. And this is not to say that you must be prideful or whatever. No, just ukuzihlonipha nje. Wazi ukuthi be ngeke ngitolerate mina, because ngiyazihlonipha, ngiyaziqonda ukuthi mina ngubani, yabo. Putting yourself in places where your worth is also acknowledged, you are recognized and respected as well. And you'll see also when you respect yourself, you will dodge a lot of bullets. You will dodge a lot of bullets. There are things that will just, be your respect also, it's like almost serves as a shield. There are things that will come at you that your respect for yourself will protect you from. And yeah, those are things that I have learned over the years, and maybe some other time I'll also share more things that I've learned in my adulting. Obviously, as I've said, we're always growing, always learning, so there's always gonna be a new thing that I discover, and I'll share with you guys. With that said, thank you so much guys for watching my channel. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you have learned over the years, what adulting has taught you, what you realized, your epiphany moments, your aha moments, and how that has helped you now. Having realized those things, having had those aha moments about life, even though things have been existing for the longest time, but you yourself only maybe realized it a year ago or 2 years ago. Let me know what those things are and how they have changed your life. I would love to hear that. Anyways, thank you so much guys.